welcome to the first video on my channel. I'm Tagzybo, and this is my Ironman account. This is the island. I have mostly redstone minions right now for the collection. I want to get my accessory bag big somewhat, probably not all the way though, because I'm gonna need the minion slots. I also have a stone minion, mostly for the compactor, but also for being able to make super compactors later. And I also got my sand maxed out. Yeah. First thing I do is head over to the deep caverns. I want to get access to the dwarven mines so I can start mining at a higher level and whatnot. So I head down and I talk to this guy. I don't know how to say it. I think it's like Rice. But yeah, I hand him 15 enchanted redstone, and like apparently that's enough for me to be worthy of the dwarven mines or whatever. So now I made it down here. I'm not really sure what to do, so I go and talk to Rice again, and he ends up telling me that his homeboy Boo Boo is across the street, and he's gonna sell me a few things like pickaxes and stuff. I'm just messing with the little menu, and then I'm gonna go talk to him now. I walk over and he's telling me about my pickaxe and how it's too weak, but luckily he has one that'll fix all my problems. His shop opens up with a bunch of pickaxes, and they require something called Heart of the Mountain, and I'm not too sure what that is, so I just buy a mithril pick. Now that Boo Boo has sufficiently robbed me of 10,000 for this fractured pickaxe, I go and talk to the other friend, Bolvar, who sells tier 12 minions, which are the same thing as tier 11 minions, but stronger. After that, I'm kind of left to my own devices, so I just start running around until I remember that there's like this bar tavern thing, that's right here. So I go over and see this guy dancing, and I click on him, and he starts singing. I don't really know what about. I wasn't paying too much attention to it, so I kind of just left it. But he's talking about some abandoned quarry, which isn't something I can really do right now, so I didn't put too much thought into it. But yeah, I just let him sing, let him finish talking up, and then I started talking to his friend, who burped in my face. So I remember sending you a video that like if you burp back at them, you get the I forget what it's called, like a chalice or beer cup. It's a pint of beer pretty much. So I do that, and he ends up giving it to me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much else to say about that part. Continuing my exploring, I leave the tavern and head over left, and I go over to this little like lady. She's selling lights and stuff. Her name is Lumia. She sells me this wand that will cost me 2 coins to place any torch, some torches, and a lantern that uses coal from your inventory. And then there's this guy, Geo. He talks to me about gemstones and how they have magical properties. I know a little bit about it, but not too much yet. But pretty much he just tells me that ruby is for health, jasper's for strength, and they all have like some special effect in their own way regarding to your stats. For that, I double check and I check on this guy named Fragilis. I don't know how to say that name, but he pretty much tells me what to do, and I thought his book was a guide. I continue going right, and I want to get some mithril so that I can get the collection for it. So I switch my armor and to lapis armor, and I use my new pickaxe, the new fractured pickaxe, to mine a little bit out, just to get the collection, nothing really else. But yeah, keep going, and I started using my hunter knife and rogue sword just to speed up so everything's not as like slow. At this point in the game, I've been thinking I was the shit. I haven't really struggled with anything, and my cleaver has been able to kill everything with relative ease. At this point, I haven't gone like super high level areas. So I wasn't really expecting it when I came down here and seeing these guys called Star Sentries. I don't really know what they give me, if anything at all, but he just instantly shit on me. I switched into my combat gear and headed straight back over there. I noticed though that his health was 10, and every time I hit him it was just once, so I wasn't thinking he was too strong, but I understood that like I probably had to hit him 10 times because he has a 10 health bar. So I go back down there with a little bit more health, a little bit more defense, ready to just think it to be easy. But even with my best armor for combat, they were still giving me the work. So I tried strafing and like chilling around here. I got a starfall. I don't know what that does. But yeah, he was just messing me up. It was about this point that I started to realize that trying to hit these guys and face tank their damage just wasn't gonna work. So I ended up devising a new strategy that allowed for me to stay safe, for them to stay safe, and for me to explore some more. After suffering humiliating defeats, I decided that the only way to beat him was to not play. So I ran past all of them. I was fast enough to just get away from all of them and kept exploring. I hadn't really been over here ever. Again, I haven't really played Dwarven Mines that much, or the Crystal Hollows for that matter. But I just went down, seen some iron. I thought it was something cool, but it ended up just being iron ore. And then I ran into her. This is Blyma. She has the anomalous power of 2 human eyes, and her only function is to be a useless waste of space who states the obvious. Moving past her, we enter the Great Ice Wall, where we find Glacite walkers. Now, in my normal playthroughs, I use Bazaar and Auction House and stuff, and with that, I can really just buy Glacite armor. I've never had to actually fight the Glacite walkers. I ended up killing a few, and I wanted to see what they dropped, because I wasn't sure exactly everything that they dropped. So I went to my bestiary, and I checked, and they dropped only Glacite armor and the Glacite jewel. With this knowledge, I decided at this point that I would start fighting the Glacite walkers and get full Glacite armor, despite the only 0.5% drop chance. I just got straight to killing. There wasn't any motivation behind it, but I wanted to use this little pocket of clarity to clear some things up. I just wanted to get the Glacite armor. That was it. Just a small milestone for this episode that I thought was doable in a reasonable amount of time, obviously. I'm not too good at this game, and I haven't been playing for too long, so I don't know exactly everything that's going on. Without saying much more, here's all the footage of me getting the armor. Right around 10 minutes of me killing it with just a sword, I realized that you could kill them with the pickaxes this whole time and it would actually just one-shot them. And that wasted so much time, but I'm so glad that I found out earlier, because this was already long without it. And I feel like it would be so much worse if we didn't figure this out. after about an hour of grinding, we had finally gotten the chest plate to complete the set. This whole thing took about an hour and a half, but I really just wanted to show off how my Ironman profile is going so far. If you have any tips, please let me know in the comments, and if you like the video, please like it. Other than that, have a good day.